Welcome to the Skate Talk podcast. My name is Peter Paris, aka the greatest skater in the world, and join me today as we talk about the best skate content on the internet. And we're gonna start out in Flavortown with Guy Fieri harassing a bunch of children. When you're arguing with teenagers with your own kid present, you already lost, Guy.
Give me your skateboard. I want to do whatever I want with it.
He's gonna do a nollie tray.
With other people's property.
Dude is not down with OPP.
It is. This is right. You're dumbest generation of.
I didn't know Guy Fieri cursed so much. Oh, he's too quick. He's like Patrick Beverly on the perimeter.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? You just kissed me, bro. What are you gonna do?
Look, he's just trying to connect with you.
Are you touching me over there? Yeah. Oh, he's.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that wasn't his kid? That's his guard dog wife. Look, there is nothing more threatening on this earth than dangling keys.
My mom's right there.
Yo, when someone says my mom is right there, that's the ultimate trump card. You won. Moving on to the next batch of crazy, we've got athletic Karen wearing the brightest sneakers known to man. She wants everyone to see the crazy. Oh, snap. She's like Pat Bev too. All these Karens can juke.
Do you want me to leave or not? Do you want me to leave or not? You're blocking my word. We're going to start to leave.
No, she's holding her ground, bro. She's testing you. You're gonna get these size 7 oranges up your ass.
There's a cop right there if you want to tell them.
She doesn't need police. She's the OG Karen, bro. She came wearing orange sneakers and yoga pants, but she's leaving with a body. Believe you me. Oh, snap. Okay, we got Cosby hat Karen right here. Oh, he's whipping out the camera right now. Karen lives matter, bro. This stuff isn't that serious. I just hope no one gets hurt. Just because someone is skating on your property, and I'm using air quotes here, people love lying about what they own. Just because they're skating on your property doesn't mean you can in turn ruin their own property. You can't grab their cell phone and smash it and just harass them, just be a complete asshole. All these Karens need to take a deep, hard look at their own life. If you're doing something so important, where do you find the time in your day to argue with skateboarders for hours? Shouldn't you be off owning more shit, doing the amazing things that you want these kids to think you do? Otherwise, you're gonna end up on the internet with jerks like me making fun of you. I mean, I'm the greatest skateboarder in the world, but, you know, other people.
All right, this is very interesting. See the skate marks, right? Okay. So
this is the perfect example of people's deep-seated issues. Because people are grinding on your sidewalk, someone had a stone cutter and literally cut out holes in the curb so people can't grind it. They did real vandalism with tools.
Here on the ledge. So instead,
look how perfect those cuts are. That's not a sledgehammer.
they chunked it up.
That's premeditated, yo. It's all the people who were unathletic for organized sports as a kid and too much of a bitch to learn to skateboard. So when they grow up and have their little plot of dirt to shove their flag in, they go all aggro. It's like their moment of redemption of 40 years of failure. So remember, kids, if anyone's freaking out on you over skating, just realize their life is a chaotic fireball of despair and sadness. You're good. And skaters, look out for each other. Like this situation right here. These people were doing their thing. This lady calls the cops. And then after the cops leave, her own kid comes out and is like, hey, she's tripping. She was on her second glass of wine. She had half a Zanny. You know she likes to get a little schmiz, then watch Jeopardy. You know how it is.
I calmed the dogs down for you guys.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're a good kid.
This is actually so wholesome. I might cry.
Hey, tell your mom thank you.
Yeah. Of course.
All right, let's take a look at this guy here. Oh, no, he's really interfering. He's getting in there. He's obviously very important. He has places to be. Duh.
I'm the authority here. Who are you?
I actually go by Bend Over. Yeah.
My name is Michael Jackson.
Oh shit, that's Mike. Man, this guy's in good company. He met the Benjamin Dover and Michael Jackson. I guess he should beat it, huh? Oh man, I suck. This lady looks like she should be carrying a sign around that says, "What year is it?"
Yeah!
Oh, that was so rude. I love it.
Yeah! Yeah!
These guys got the right idea.
You know, say what we want.
Well, 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 what do we have here? We've got another Karen yelling at middle schoolers.
Believe me, I have a master's degree.
Oh, you heard that? She has a master's degree. She used that degree to learn played-out fashion tips from the 90s. Tie my hoodie around my waist. It's 2020. We all want to see cake. Well, I mean, not from her necessarily, in general. Well, not
For cussing?
generally speaking of all women. I mean, they should do what they want. It's not a... Yeah,
We're
let me...
on the
I'm just
ground,
gonna shut
we're
up.
on the sidewalk.
It is still part of the ground. Would you like us to call the police and we can...
Oh my gosh, I swear, calling the police is America's national pastime. When we got nothing to do, we just hit that 911. Because, you know, there's no real problems in the world or anything like that.
Okay? Do we want to go there?
Not really, no.
Okay.
My job is to get you off the campus. This is a place of business.
security's job. You're a
That is my job.
People are weird.
Get off the campus!
Quit yelling at me!
I started cussing us out over there.
I don't think I started it. Come on.
Yeah, you're like, cut that off. Shut the up. Like,
Oh, I do not use that.
She's literally scared these children to the point where they're hiding up a tree. And she still won't leave them alone. It's hilarious.
why'd you say when I said, why are people snaking it? Why'd you say wham wham? I wasn't talking to you, so what did you say?
Wow, that little kid actually quoted her verbatim.
I appreciate your bad language.
Wow, get her.
Your bad language. Go take back those big Gucci glasses.
Oh, these kids are savage.
What do you mean? They're big enough. Maybe you should go to the gym more.
Oh!
I really don't appreciate you talking to myself. I've got to get it.
Oh wow, look when another adult comes, how she just doesn't want the smoke.
Sorry.
Turn it off.
Oh, sh.
Oh,
Turn it
snap.
off.
It's off, man.
Now. Turn it off. Pick it up. Pick it up. God damn it, get out of here.
It's okay, man.
God, Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It's okay.
Whoa, is she
You have to do a god thing.
Watch your
is
language.
she alright?
Don't say that to me.
You.
Don't say.
You.
I'm not a bad person. I don't say that to people. I'm not gonna do nothing. Not a bad person. Ask not.
Yeah, I bet
what
her
you can
neighbors
do
love
for
her.
you. Yeah.
Trash cans, the knocking up. Do you have no idea what
know.
that does?
What's it
And
do?
you call yourself a man? Go ahead.
Oh,
take
gender
my
stereotypes. Nice.
Oh no.
Oh, that's real ladylike.
My dad, he's a cop.
Your dad is a cop. Hey, Dad, your son's a jackass.
I like her. Okay, I don't even know what's going on here.
Touch your cameras.
I have asked you.
Oh, British Karen. Dude, I just feel extra shame if I'm scolded by her. Huh. You can tell they really respect her authority. Right here.
I'll call the cops on you.
Do it.
I'm doing it right now.
Do it.
I got you on video. They'll come down here. They're friends of mine, buddy.
Cool.
They will bust.
Okay.
Hit it.
Skateboards are bad. Okay.
Look at this fool.
You and your girlfriend go off someplace and play.
Oh, real mature. This isn't necessarily skateboarding, but it is still hilarious.
Ma'am, you need to get off my property. Leave.
I feel like this Karen
Right
just
now.
spawned
Because you're on my
like
property.
a creeper in
You need to leave.
Minecraft. Or a mosquito when you leave a puddle
You
out.
need to leave.
Let me guess, is she gonna call the cops
Get
too?
off my property, please.
Your plants are
Ma'am?
overgrown.
I don't care. Get off my
Oh.
property.
I'm going to I'm sending pictures to the HOA.
Get off my
all of your
property.
rubbish on the side of the road.
If you want to take
Don't put
pictures,
your hands on me.
I didn't
Don't
touch
touch
you.
me.
If you want to take pictures, you
Don't
have to be
touch
on the
me.
side of the road. Get off of me. You need to leave.
Don't push me to the side of the road.
I'm not touching you. My hand's
I
right
have
here.
my rights to be on your property
No, you
to
don't.
take pictures.
I don't even have to say anything. She's doing such a good job of roasting herself.
No.
I
you
basically
need to leave.
own your house.
Ma'am,
because
leave.
I'm friends with the HOA.
Ma'am, leave. Thank you.
Give me my sunglasses. Give me my sunglasses.
No.
Give me my
Go get them.
How did they end up in the bush? Okay, honestly, I'm just Karen'd out for the day. I've hit my Karen quota. I want to cleanse my palate. Let's talk about what else is going on in skate news. Personally, I'm a big fan of the new wave of the SB Dunk resurgence. I don't know if you've seen the Grateful Dead pair, but these are so sexy. Like, I mean, I wouldn't take these out to go to the store or anything. I mean, I wouldn't even skate in these, to be honest. It's like furry on the bottom. I'm gonna have like swamp foot in 90-degree weather, but they're immaculate. I think it's the colors. Like, I'm just not used to seeing those types of colorways on feet. It's awesome. This seems like a shoe, though, global pandemic aside, that you would wear at a festival or a rave or something like that. Like, I feel like you need to be hippie flipping when you're wearing this. Kids don't look that up. But my boy, Jock Slade, did an overview of them. I mean, he's not my boy. He doesn't know I exist, but I like his videos.
Yo, hey guys, it's poppin'.
Do the box tap. Ha, that shit's addictive.
Pretty special for you guys. It is a first look / official look at the Nike.
Even the box is super colorful. I just like the whole vibe.
Okay, so for those
when I need to see a sneaker breakdown video, I watch Jock Slade. This dude is the most in-depth reviewer I've seen. This man just doesn't give you sneaker history. This man does a 12th grade AP class retrospective on sneakers, okay? It's like, it's a whole nother level.
To the way that they like improvise.
Right here, he's breaking down the history of the Grateful Dead for you youngins. You know, you don't know anything after your Drakes and your Travis Scotts and your Ski Mask, the Slump Gods and whatnot. But these were the OG vibers, okay? Like, they were like Travis Scott, Isaiah Rashad, Gunna, all mixed in one. They were the original wavy dudes. And yes, the Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor Cherry Garcia is in fact named after the lead singer Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead. But check out the Ben & Jerry's sneaker collab, the Chunky Dunkies. Those look fire! I'll just never be able to afford it in this lifetime or the next one, or like the next 4 lifetimes. But overall, I'm just really happy the Dunks came back. In high school, I had these really cool SB Dunks. They were like brown and lime green, but I think they were 6.0s actually. But it really pisses me off because I wasn't really into sneakers back then, but I just copped them because they looked cool, you know? And I remember this dude, Tyler Parks, called me out. He was like, oh, I like the 6.0s. And at that point, I didn't even look at what type of Nike they were. I was just, these look cool. I bought them. But he was like, nice 6.0s. And I'm like, is he talking about my shirt? And then he was like looking at my sneakers. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I just started rolling with it. Like I knew what was going on. I'm like, nah. I had to get the new ones. You know what I'm saying? But those SBs are just nostalgic for me. Even before I was skating, I just always liked them. The padded tongue looked cool, just everything about it. So I'm glad they're finally getting their limelight. I mean, at least with Hypebeast. The ones he's holding are the ceramic orange ones. They kind of look like the sneakers Athletic Karen was wearing, but they also have these yellow and green colorways. They were talking about releasing a red and blue colorway. It just, we don't know if it's ever going to happen. I would think it would look cool though, especially if like you could do left side red, right side blue. You kind of make it mimic the Grateful Dead logo. Google image it, kids, if you've never seen it. But then again, just like red and blue just might be like too pedestrian of colors for this type of shoe. It wouldn't like stand out the way they wanted to. SB is almost 20. It's crazy to think about. I think around 2 years ago, it started coming back because at Complex Con, Nike and Diamond had built that ramp outside and it had a bunch of SBs in it. And I think Wale took a picture with it too. So ever since then, it's been coming back. Not specifically because of Wale. He is just a contributing factor. But I will give him credit in that sense. In regard to the design of this sneaker specifically, just do me a favor and look up this guy, Owsley Stanley. I'm just going to read off his Wikipedia page. I can't even do it justice to surmise it. He was an American audio engineer, and clandestine chemist. First of all, that's the hardest title I've ever heard. If I'm clandestine anything, put that on my tombstone. He was a key figure in the San Francisco Bay Area hippie movement during the 1960s and played a pivotal role in the decade's counterculture. Under the professional name Bear, he was the soundman for the rock band The Grateful Dead, whom he met when Ken Kesey invited him to the acid test party. Yeah, I know. As their sound engineer, Stanley frequently recorded live tapes behind his mixing board and developed their Wall of Sound system, one of the largest mobile public address systems ever constructed. Stanley also designs the band's trademark skull logo. Stanley was the first known private individual to manufacture mass quantities of LSD. By his own account, between 1965 and 1967, Stanley produced no less than 500 grams of LSD, amounting to amounting to a little more than 5 million doses. Unfortunately, he passed away in a car accident in Australia, where he had taken citizenship in 1996 on March 12th, 2011. I mean, shit, that's one hell of a life. You know, that's who Kanye was talking about. Shit, man. Good job. It's good to see Nike paying homage to the Grateful Dead. I know a lot of kids don't listen to the band or even know who they are, but I think this will spark interest in a lot of younger people. It'll keep their originality alive, because I like the fact that it has its own aesthetic. It looks like a 70s shag carpet. I like the fact that it was the Grateful Dead. They're so original. They have their own aesthetic, you know. So I think it's a really good and thoughtful collaboration, which is rare these days. I'm going to do a video on the yellow ones if I could find it, because I feel like the yellow ones, they're kind of more the everyday version of this, because I just feel like it can go with most outfits. It's not going to, I mean, it'll definitely stand out, but not in the same way as the bright green and this ceramic orange. You're not going to look like athletic Karen. This shoe also has a little pocket in the tongue. The tongue opens up as a zipper. Well, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but the tongue opens up with a zipper, and you can stash stuff in there, you know, like mints or a spare house key, or maybe your favorite Bible scripture written on a piece of paper and folded up. You know, whatever you want. Either way, just be sure to leave in the comments if you guys like it, if it's something you'd buy, if you have a shit ton of money and you're on StockX or GOAT. Also, don't buy this from GOAT, because they sell you sneakers, and this definitely, that fur, I don't know, the stuff is gonna cling to that fur. I don't know how well GOAT can clean it, to be honest with you. No shade on used shoes. I'm all about the budget life, but maybe not with this one, especially with the Ronies out there, if you know what I'm saying. But damn, that the marching bear pattern and logo is so, like, you know what it is? It's transcendent. Like, a lot of people know that logo and don't even know the Grateful Dead, unfortunately. The Laker game last night, LeBron walked into the pregame. He was wearing the Grateful Dead hoodie. It was a black hoodie, but it had the marching bear logo. And you know LeBron's the ultimate hype beast, so if you see him with that, you know that everyone's just going to want it. So it's a no-brainer marketing move. I mean, I'm not some bigwig executive, even though I should be. I shouldn't even be saying this right now, but I always had the idea for a movie series called Like Tony, just like Mike, where some kid finds some old Lacais, some orphan, or he finds like whatever the hell Tony was wearing in the 70s. He puts them on, and suddenly he can 900. You would sell 1 million sneakers. You would win every single Kid Choice Award. Do they even still make the Kid Choice Awards anymore? Anyway, you would win all of them. It's a no-brainer. Although, shout out to the Kid Choice Awards, because when I was young, it was popping. Don't even try to come to school the next day if you didn't know who got slimed. Don't even attempt life. My generation of Nickelodeon was so much better than what kids have it now. I don't even know what they watch now. You talk about a golden age, Hey Arnold, Rugrats, good SpongeBob. We had freaking, even the stuff y'all don't even know about. We had Taina. We had Noah Knows Best. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. Just type it in on YouTube. See what I'm talking about. It's not even a competition out here. Anyway, back to the sneaker. My only concern is this is definitely a form over function sneaker. You're not going to see a lot of people with this at the park. It's just not saying that it can't perform well. It's just, it's so nice. It's so unique. You just don't buy that and want to mess it up, because if you skate in that thing's going to last a month, you know? At least it's going to be in good condition for a very short amount of time. It's $110 on launch, but it's already sold out, obviously. You go on StockX, it's going to be double that, triple that, it's going to be a lot of money. You can't afford this sneaker is what I'm trying to tell you people. But yeah, it's definitely a form over function type deal. So I like the fact that the skating scene has really stayed away on the most part from the hypebeast culture. Not to say that it doesn't have an effect. I feel like the larger fashion industry as a whole looks to skate culture for a lot of what's going on, and they definitely are trendsetters, but I just feel like the hypebeast attitude hasn't necessarily infiltrated the scene, which is a good thing. But with the release of this, with the resurgence of SB, because the thing is, to normal people, SBs never went away. They were always here. It's just to people that are actually tuned into fashion as a whole that can really take note of the resurgence. So with more releases like this, such as like the Chunky Dunkies and things of this nature, I just hope that the skateboarding brand as a whole doesn't favor this form over function. Or, I mean, maybe it should, because the Janowskis have been like the most popular skate shoe for the longest. You know, maybe they just feel like, hey, we perfected this. Let's just go crazy with these other shoes. Like, if the wheel ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? So maybe they think they can't come up with something with better performance than a Janowski. So they figure, hey, if you're really about performance, you get this, or you get the Nijas, or you get the Ashads or something like that. But if you want something crazy, you know, we got you there too.
The SB did a really great job on the execution. It may be a little much for some people because of the flourish of the fur that's here on the inlay.
I think this opens up the door, though. A lot of classic artists should get collabs. Pardon my ignorance if it already happened, but I feel like Wu-Tang should definitely have a sneaker collab. Currency has his own Babesta, you know? So I don't know why Dipset can't get their own Uptown. They basically made the Air Force One.
From 1965, I believe it was, until 1995. So 30 years of work, and definitely the Nike SB version.
Although I do just want to warn everyone, I see a lot of bad Instagram fit pics coming. If you don't know how to properly style sneakers with the right jeans, there's going to be a lot of disasters on your timeline. So just gird your loins and prepare yourself. Let me know what you think about them in the comments, if you would wear them, if you like them, if you don't like where the SB brand is going. Also, just let me know if you have a link for me to buy these. Let me know if you just have these and you want to give them to me for free. Just give me the shoes. You know what I seriously underestimated? How difficult it is doing a podcast on your own. I listened to the Bill Burr podcast, and he does it on his own. Yeah, sure, it's easy. You know, just disregard the fact that he's a professional comedian, and he's been doing this stuff for like, oh, you know, like 30 years or something. But whatever, why not?
Oh my God. Thank you for joining us today.
I don't know who this guy is. He kind of looks like a professional skateboarder from the San Francisco Bay Area, but who knows? The reason we're watching this is because I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, fingerboards were popping. Wait, that kind of sounds gross. Anyway, but no, fingerboards were so cool. It, like, if you didn't come to school and you didn't have a fingerboard, it was not going to be a good day for you, fam. Just bad vibes all over. You were sitting by yourself at lunch. See this video right here? Don't even talk to me about Baker 3 until you've seen Fingers of Fury. Is this video really old? Hell yeah! But that only means it's a classic. It speaks to its resiliency. Let's see how long fidget spinners last. I'll tell you right now, not long. They're already dead. Braille has fingerboards too? I might have to get in on this. It might be lucrative, like my podcast career. Braille's been around for a really long time. They do good things. Crazy to think about how many people Aaron Cairo has actually taught skateboarding. He's probably responsible for like a good percentage of skateboarding knowledge today. It's like probably like, I would say out of everyone that skateboards, maybe like, geez, I don't know, it's hard to quantify, maybe like 5% of all skateboarders learned how to skateboard from Aaron Cairo. Or like maybe 5% of skateboarders in the 2010s, you know, if we want to narrow it down, you know, with the advent of YouTube and social media. Anyway, we're doing first try, look at that. We're doing Fingerboard versus a real skateboarder. I know, it's the showdown you've always wanted to see. Right here we got the man from down under. Wow, that was a terrible Australian. I should just delete that. Yeah, but we got Ricky and Uzi. Uzi, not Uzi Vert, although it would be fitting, huh? I think Ricky's a good addition to the team. He also looks like Thor and Crocodile Dundee had a kid.
I want to do blunt to fakey, but I know how easy that is on a fingerboard. Yeah. But let's just do that anyway.
Also, if you skate in shorts, you're a badass.
Okay, that was like the hardest.
My knees, man. It hurts.
SK? Oh no.
How did he blunt to faking that though? That's like the hardest thing in the whole warehouse.
Yeah, 5 up the.
Wow, Uzi is killing it right now. Not. I make myself laugh. You know, okay, Uzi looks like Ryan from The Office and Kurt Cobain's little brother. Why am I comparing men? I have no idea. You know what's really messed up? Braille has their own sponsored skate parks and tech decks. I would say that's a baller move, but that would be an understatement. Jesus Christ, you got fingerboards, you got regular boards, you got clothes. Braille is gonna be the 2030 version of Acme. They're just gonna have skate-related versions of everything. Oh, do you need Braille deck tape? We got it. Do you need Braille painkillers? We make that because we know you're gonna fall a lot, so we got into the pharmaceutical industry. But I'm just kidding. If Braille ever turns into like the Umbrella Corporation, Big Brother conglomerate, they won't be evil. The most you'll have to do is learn a kickflip by 2nd grade. That's the only mandatory thing. And honestly, I think that's a better society for all.
Okay, Smith the rail. Oh my!
Uzi doesn't have a resounding lead right now, but he keeps trying. I think it might be a little bit of stage fright, but he's not letting it break him. Still suggesting new ideas.
Do it again. No, because like, when I did a couple of tricks and then I'm like, you guys are just gonna think that I can't even do it.
Aww.
Oh yeah. For real, like.
If anything, this just goes to show that fingerboarding is more difficult than actual skateboarding. It requires more dexterity, more skill, more critical thinking, just all of it. So, you know, there's that.
If only you could make a 3-bar.
Am I only saying that because I was the best fingerboarder in 3rd grade? Shut up. I got a little bit of history here. Did you know fingerboards were first created in the 60s? As a keychain attachment toy. It wasn't until 1985 that Pal Peralta, and yes, I am reading off of Wikipedia, that the Pal Peralta skateboarding video, Future Primitive, Lance Mountain rode a homemade fingerboard in a double bin sink. It is widely considered this is the earliest fingerboard footage available for public viewing. You hear that? So fingerboards have just as much history and clout as regular skateboards. These two groups should come together. We are stronger. A couple months ago, Uzi made this skateboard where the bottom was completely filled with tech deck skateboards. It turned out a disaster, but it was very fun to watch. I think that's the appeal of a lot of their stuff. They do the stuff we'd never actually try, we're too chicken to do. You know what? I'd be fine if the Braille army just attacked, like the Fire Nation, started a new world order. They'd be pretty cool about it. Every school would have a skate park. Granted, if you can't hit a heel flip by 3rd grade, you don't eat. But you know what? That's just motivation, which I think is sorely missing from our public education system. If you're caught mall grabbing, detention. If you're caught with a scooter, lawyer up. Score's actually getting pretty close now. Oh. Look at that. Uzi fought his way back. We are tied. I think Uzi just had to get warmed up. He wasn't quite himself. He wasn't loose. He didn't crack his knuckles. He wasn't zoning. All right, Ricky. Oh. Literal oh. Uzi now has the lead.
Oh my god. Alright, backside flip. Like what?
And we're tied again. Hey, like I said, fingerboarding is hard. It's very difficult. Like one-person podcasts. But look, I'm not here to tell you how difficult my life is. I do enough of that to my therapist and when I cry myself to sleep at night. And you know what? I'm fine with that. And a perk no one tells you of sobbing is you don't have to get up to pee because you're dehydrated. Now this is starting to feel like the 4th quarter of a Cavs-Warriors finals. Lead changes, heart, emotion. This is what you want to see. This is the stuff that gets those subscribers. Speaking of subscribers, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Peter_Paris.
I don't know if that counts.
Also, if you're feeling a little dangerous, feeling a little frisky, make sure you hit that like button. Because what it does is, it lets YouTube know you like the video.
That's the problem.
Show them you have good taste. They'll recommend you better stuff. So when you see unboxing of Beanie Babies, you won't get pissed off. Show YouTube you have good taste and just hit that button. Also, if you haven't already, then you're dumb if you haven't, but subscribe to Braille. Subscribe to Jock Slade. Subscribe to Sneaker News. Subscribe to Saucy Skater. Putting all that glorious content in the internet. You know what I'm saying? This is a community. If you don't want to follow me and hate the sound of my voice, which I completely understand, at least give them a follow. They deserve it. Getting down to the wire here.
That was looking good though.
Yeah.
I just hear that Kanye West song Through the Wire playing in the background. I'm just imagining my jaw shut while I'm going down a half pipe.
I just did it. I'll have to do it again.
Or I'm cracking my knuckles just looking at a tech deck ready to destroy it.
Is he on final letter? Yeah, I think so.
Through the wire.
We need some strategy. How are we gonna finish this?
Actually, let me stop. I don't want to YouTube copyright hit.
Switch front foot impossible.
Because my rendition is so close to the actual Kanye song, it's gonna trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking it's the studio version. It's uncanny. So I just should not use my dulcet tones right now. All right, Ricky's looking real good here. Uzi's down on his last leg. I know he's an OG, but he's only got 1 G to spare. Man, I suck. And there it is. You know what? It was a valiant effort. He gave it his all. There was blood, sweat, and tears. Just like recording a podcast in a room with no AC. But I want to thank you for sticking with my voice. Join us next week for more skate internet content. We love you.
So washing hands is underrated.
Vastly underrated. It would lead to a lot less abuse of antibiotics, which create the hyper-resistant.
Yeah, AIDS was started because of
germs.
antibiotic soap.